Hello, welcome to Grillin' and Chillin' with Mojo. Today I'm going to do a collaboration that is coming from Meat Militia, so sound out to Meat Militia. He's the one that started this, and it's hashtag betterthanfastfood. And what it is like, you want to make something that a fast food restaurant makes or whatever, and try to duplicate it and make something better. Right? It's going to be fun. I have something exciting. My favorite comes from Taco Bell, and it is a Mexican pizza. It was one of my faves, and then I started looking at it. They actually they took it away, and I started looking at this pizza, and I go, my goodness, that thing was really thin and a little spendy. So they took it off, out of the stores, and I'm going to try to duplicate it, but I have an amazing way I'm going to make it. You're going to want to see this. So stay tuned and check it out. Okay, first thing you want to do is rinse your beans and pull out any of the broken beans or rocks, because they will come with some gravel and whatnot in there. So I've gone through this, I've rinsed them already and pulled out the bad ones. Let's go ahead and put the beans in there. I have about a pound of them, and that's roughly about 2 cups. I have 4 cups of chicken broth, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder, and then about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. It's all up to you. I like the stuff, so it's really good for you too. And then throw in about 3 garlic cloves, about a small onion cut in quarters, some salt. It's up to you how much you want to put in. Generally about a teaspoon. And now you want to throw in 2 cups of water. Then I'm going to throw in some candied jalapenos. Great, awesome stuff. Local company, Owens Meats, have them up here. And I want to throw about a 1 jalapeno in there. So I'm just going to grab, some teaspoons, tablespoon of them, maybe 2. Really good stuff. And some of the juices. Throw a little bit of those juices in there too. Good stuff. Okay, so now we want to set our Instapot for 50 minutes. So hit manual and then drop it down to 50 minutes. Give it a little bit of a stir. Stir up all those good spices and whatnot in here. Go ahead and put your lid on. Make sure it's on sealing, and then we're going to just let it go. And it's going to go for about 50 minutes, and then we're going to have it do a slow release of the pressure, and that takes about 15 minutes. So after about an hour, a little over an hour, they are finished. They're done. And so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to strain this and then put it back in here. And okay, so let's go ahead and strain these. Like I said, you want to save some of this water because of thickening up that, depending on how thick you want your beans. Oh my goodness, if you could just smell this. This is super amazing. And then everything goes right back into here. There's a couple different ways you can mash them like a normal mash, or I'm going to use a little mincer here and try not to do it too much. I'm going to actually add a little bit of water, probably about a 1/4 cup of the water from the beans. And then let's go ahead, got it on low, and go ahead and do our thing. Boy, these smell so delicious. I actually love this recipe. You can add anything that you want to add that's different, you know, that you like. It's all depending on your taste. If you want more jalapenos. And that thickness is actually pretty perfect almost. And there it is. It's pretty good. Let's give it a taste. So if you want to add any more seasonings to it, or any oh my goodness. That is perfect. That is so delicious. 15 ounces of tomato sauce. And about 3/4 cups of water. 2 teaspoons of vinegar. And then here's your spices. And on these spices, we are having 1/2 teaspoon of sugar and 1 tablespoon of minced onion, and then 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic salt, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1 teaspoon of cayenne, and which I use is. And let it go on a simmer for about probably 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so. And let's get all that stuff just all mixed up. And as that's cooking, simmering, keep an eye on that. Okay, so get this beef going. Move that thing around, and we are ready to do this. To be honest, I've never done this before. I'm following a recipe from online, a couple of different recipes. So let's do it. Get that beef. Okay. Now, I know every time I use this, I always say you need one of these. If you don't have one of these, I'm telling you what, you need to get one. They're super amazing, and I actually love them. You don't have to put olive oil down here. I just put a little bit of olive oil so it can do its thing. And let's get that beef all ground up. So, those refried beans are actually amazing. I'm not going to lie. I think I've said that. They are super amazing. The sauce, I'll try it here in a second. See how the sauce is. Oh. Really good. A little on the spicy side, which is good. Alright, let's get all this grounded up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and add about a quarter cup of chopped up onion and about one tomato, small tomato. Mix that all up. I used 80-20 on this beef, so it did not much fat. Generally, you want a little bit of a roux to make it thicker. So I'm gonna add a little bit of cornstarch in there. It's probably like a teaspoon or so. I'm not putting too much. Make sure to get it all smashed up, whatnot. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our seasonings. We got about a teaspoon of cumin and a teaspoon, it's actually a half a teaspoon of cumin. And the recipe that I have was for 2 pounds of beef. I only used a pound of beef, so I'm cutting the recipe in half basically, and it's a half a teaspoon of cumin and a half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of chili powder, and a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and a half a teaspoon of oregano, teaspoon of garlic salt, get a little bit of more olive oil in there. and just go ahead and mix it really well. Get all those seasonings in there. Boy, I can smell the deliciousness. Basically, I just made a taco seasoning. You know, it all depends on how you want to cook. You know, it's a lot, the tastes are so much better when you use your own seasonings. But you can use a packet of taco seasoning also, if you don't have time. You know, a lot of us are really busy working, kids. And that stuff's just about there. We're about ready to do our toppings. Alright, let's give this a little stir here, sauce. Try to figure this stuff out. Alright, we're off that side, so we're going to take this beef and we're going to move it over to the side so it doesn't cook anymore. It just stays lukewarm. Alright, so now this next part is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to fry these up on the grill. And I'm going to crank my heat up and try to utilize this space over here. And kind of want to like pop some holes in it. You want to put some holes so it doesn't bubble up. And let's check that bottom a little bit. Keep an eye on it. Get it golden brown. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of pat this dry a little bit, get this little bit of this olive oil off of here. Now you can use whatever you want to use. If you want to use, you know, butter, if you want to use Crisco oil to, you know, fry it up. It's entirely up to you. So let me flip that over one more time. I'm going to place it there. Give a little squirt down here. We're definitely hot on this grill. This is probably going to go quick. So as this one's doing this. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and what we want to do is put a layer of beans. Now these beans are amazing. If you kind of follow this recipe, you can't go wrong. And they're really delicious. We're going to flip this tortilla that we got going on over here so we don't kill it. And you will enjoy them for sure. Okay, so that's enough of the beans. Now we're going to go ahead and put some of this beef taco seasoning beef. We're going to go all in. And there we go. And let this go just a little bit longer. The thing is about these big tortillas is they're pretty hard to deep fry. So doing the best I can. They're coming up pretty good. Okay. Pat that dry. And then let's go ahead and top it. Hot, 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 hot. Let's grab this sauce. Our sauce. And go ahead. Put some of the sauce on. Go ahead and put a little bit of cheese first. I probably should have grabbed more cheese because you know you can never go wrong with cheese. And then we are going to put some tomatoes. Now, I have chili serranos I'm putting on here. And I'll put a few. So I'm going to put a few chili serranos on here. Not a whole lot. We're going to put more cheese. And I'm not going to lie, this looks pretty amazing looking. There we go. And then add a little bit of green onions. I want to add a little bit more cheese, actually. There'd be plenty of cheese. There's a couple ways that we can do this to melt the cheese, and that's you can throw it in the oven, or you can throw it like in a Traeger or barbecue, whatever works for you. The way I'm going to do it, if I can get this thing to ignite, is I'm going to sear it. Yeah, my igniter's, there we go. There we go. let's go ahead and do it. And there you go. My Taco Bell Mexican pizza. And I cannot wait to take a bite of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this guy. Listen to that crunch. Okay, and there is my Mexican pizza. Let's give this a try. First time I've ever made it. Not sure how it's gonna, taste, but let's give it a try. Wow. The tastes are amazing. When you make your own sauce and you make your own, different type of seasonings you use, your own stuff, your own sauce, your own beans, homemade beans. The only thing I didn't do was homemade tortillas. I suggest doing homemade tortillas because that alone is super amazing. I guess I should just pick it up and eat it like I'm supposed to, like a, slice of pizza. But thanks for watching. Thanks if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like the video, all that good stuff. Notification bell lets you know when I'm posting another video. But hope everybody has a fabulous day, and I will see you next time.